Hello and welcome to the video. Today we'll be improving the jungle temple in Minecraft. Personally I think it's a bit boring, so I'll be going over many design ideas and different buildings you can put together to make a more exciting and dangerous structure. First of all, let's go over light sources. As you can see in these ones, I've used a campfire for the light and stone bricks for detail. All of these are different levels, different heights, and different builds around them. They all use the same general structures. Then I've used white candles, and then the basic torch. I found that a magma block sitting behind a campfire looks rather nice. Trapdoors are there to disguise the look of the campfire, which doesn't look so good from below. First of all, let's go over gateways. As these are pretty much the only feature you'll see before entering a temple, I decided to put quite a lot of detail on them, but I'm still sticking with a general stone brick design, as I feel like you can't go wrong with those. If you want to make it look a bit older, you could always put cracked bricks and mossy cobblestone in as well. Next to the first structure, you can see a very large gateway. This is probably bigger than you want it to be, but I decided it would be a rather nice idea, and using lava as a light source means you don't have all this annoying campfire smoke blowing about it. Made a creeper face in the middle of it, and still stick with the stone brick design for the walls and the columns. The last gateway I built is slightly less of a temple, but more of what I would call, say, a Greek entrance. It uses a load of stairs and slabs to make more gaps in between it, and is a lot lighter on the amount of bricks used in it. Now on to details and decorations. Firstly, I decided to make 3 different types of statues. First a rather small one, then a slightly larger one with a gold block in its hands, and finally a statue with a spear in one of its hands. You can quite easily sort this out for sword or shield, as they're quite simple to do. For all of the statues I've used quite a lot of different types of stone, which are quite difficult to get into place, but once they're in they work quite well. Especially with the stairs, you have to angle them correctly, otherwise they won't fit into the structure. After that, I decided to create a small amount of wall. I've used stone bricks once again, and used jungle wood to see the kind of jungle feel of it, because temples in a jungle are cool. As well as that, I've had a large resource pile. First iron and second gold. If you know what El Dorado is, then you know why I'm going with this. So I feel like it suits the theme perfectly. After that, I decided to build another type of wall, this one a bit smaller, but using campfires to light it. And then a small mound to hold a block of precious gold. Finally, we get onto the fun part, traps. Firstly, to suit the whole Indiana Jones style, I've put pressure plates connected to dispensers. For purposes here, I've highlighted the press plates which will activate the trap with gold. Obviously, don't do this for the real thing, it's quite easy to get past. The whole idea is kind of simple, and yes, you can jump over it, and it gives a little bit of challenge to exploring a temple. The redstone is also quite easy. All it is underneath the blocks you want to power the trap. Simply make the redstone one taller, collect it up with a few repeaters, and then link all of this to the dispenser chain. For a few hours and you're good to go. Appropriately, the penultimate trap is a good old classic. Tripwire hooks connected to pistons which fall blocks onto you, and you fall into a lava pit. It's quite hard to see as the string is very small, and if it's in a dark corridor then it's very hard to watch out for. For the purposes of you seeing what there is, half the side is glass. Once again, don't be stupid, make it out of real blocks and you're good to go. As this trap is so now, you can put it in pretty much any corridor, and it will nearly always surprise people. Of course, I saved the best for last. This is partly inspired by the Indiana Jones rockfall trap, the rock rolls after them. Very hard to do in Minecraft, and a world made out of squares. But instead of this, I made gravel fall from the ceiling. As a warning, these use command blocks, so you cannot do this in survival. But I think the sheer cool factor outweighs any negatives. Although it may seem difficult, it's actually quite easy. There's two different clock circuits, the first of which has a longer delay. Each of the command blocks fills the air 16 blocks above it with a gravel block. This falls from the ceiling. If you want to change the height, all you have to do is adjust the number after the second tilde. That's a squiggly little line. A larger number will spawn the gravel block higher above the command block. Lastly is one more circuit. This one has a quicker delay, and all it does is fill the bottom layer of the room into air constantly. So when the gravel falls, it will instantly get destroyed, and it will still do damage to you, but it will not linger around the room and build up in giant piles. That's all for today. Thanks for watching. Leave your favourite building down in the comments. And if you have any other ideas for things you want to do, or things you think I missed, leave them down there also. Thank you. Bye!